The state fired more than 1,800 employees for failing to get vaccinated. One of the hardest hit agencies was the Department of Corrections. Will the losses impact how the state runs prisons? King 5's Drew Mickelson joining us live. And Drew, employees are telling you that they're not feeling as safe as they used to be, right?
Yeah, morale's down and they don't feel safe is what we've been told from the union and also some of the correctional officers. But Corrections Secretary Cheryl Strange told us that the agency's been dealing with staffing issues since before the pandemic. So she says they will be able to continue at what she called normal operations. Let's look at the numbers. 92% of Department of Corrections employees were verified as vaccinated, compared to 95% of all state employees. The DOC says they'll be losing about 350 employees across all aspects of the agency. And despite concerns about safety, the Corrections Secretary says the losses could actually make the prisons safer. One-time Correctional Officer of the Year, Gabe Forrest, died from COVID. The governor used Forrest's death as an example for why a vaccine mandate was needed. Despite the line of duty deaths of 5 of their co-workers, 350 Department of Corrections employees refused to get vaccinated and lost their jobs, putting a strain on an agency already impacted by the pandemic.
Only if we become calm as earth.
Non-essential prison programs and classes haven't been held for more than a year. Outbreaks have caused lockdowns and quarantines of both inmates and staff. The agency has relied on overtime and moving staffers around the state to fill the holes, all practices that will continue.
It's not going to be as simple.
Michelle Woodrow heads up the union that represents all non-supervisor positions inside the prison walls. She says her members are exhausted at a time when the state will just be demanding more of them.
It's unhealthy for the incarcerated population. It's unhealthy for our staff, and it's not safe.
I think they're as safe as they were.
Corrections Secretary Cheryl Strange says despite the losses, the prisons are under normal operations. The same checks for contraband continue. No staffers are left alone with offenders. And the governor has called for a 2-week pause on any new inmates coming in from counties. And she thinks things might actually improve now that the staff is fully vaccinated. The emergency operations staff expects to have fewer outbreaks and exposures, with employees now better protected from the virus.
Somebody would get a tag saying you have possibly been exposed. We do screening, we did testing. So we had a lot of people out from that exposure. And so that will go down.
But she knows the positions must be filled.
We're trying to fill them today.
The governor tells us that the state has hired consultants to help the state hire the 1,800 plus people who were let go over this vaccine mandate. Live at the Capitol in Olympia, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.